Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all safe and well. I have an unboxing to do. This one came from a retailer here in the UK. It's an Xfly Model. Let's take a look. Yes, there we are. Xfly Model twin 50mm SU27. It's pretty awesome actually. Let's take a look at some of the specifications before we see what's inside the box. So it's got quite a lot on the box specifications. What are we interested in? Well, it's got what it's made from, wingspan, overall weight, wing load, wing area. Flying weight is important, 1.3 kilos. 50mm 12 blade fan unit. It's got two of them. I had plenty of spares for this, having smashed up my A10 on its maiden. It's got the motor specifications there, in runners. 240 amp speed controllers, centre gravity, wow, that looks quite large. It's 105mm from leading edge. 3 to 6 minutes, yeah, well, we'll see. Should get 3.5 out of it at least. It's got 5 9-gram servos. It's got landing gear. They're not retracts, they're set, and I probably won't be using them. It can be used on a 4-channel, a 14.8 volt, the 4S, 2200 milliamp to 3000, so I've got 2500s, 2600s, and it says it takes about 20 minutes to build. Now I do believe there is gluing involved and very little, if any, screwing. There are specifications. Let's get inside this box. Oh yes, I am very excited about this one. Look how well that is packed in there. This is of course Ukraine, SU27, digital camo. I'll move the box to one side. We'll take out the component parts and take a good look at them. Back in the day when I was flying some of the early electric planes that were coming out, like the multiplex twin jet, which was in fact pusher props, I used to paint mine with this camo scheme. I'll see if I can find a picture and I'll put it up here. So this is going to be very special for me. We have the manual, and we won't go through it in detail, but there's definitely some gluing. We'll go through the manual when we assemble it. Bit of Velcro for the battery. And then we have here what looks like a steering arm made out of aluminium. Little Allen key. That's to run your grub screws. A couple of push rod with ball link clevises on. A little plastic aerial. And some what look like 2mm hex driven screws. They're probably for the main wing. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And you've got a tiny little grub screw which will be for the steering arm. Right, we've got the undercarriage. This is the nose wheel. It's about 1 inch. It looks exactly the same as the FlyFans K8. It's the same size. This is held on with a C-clip though. I don't know if I'll be using these. I might. I did notice that the spacer here for the Xfly is already on. On previous models I've had from Xfly, you've had to add that. It came in the parts bag and it was easy to forget, but it looks like they've solved that problem by actually putting it on there. And the main gear, well, they are 2.25 inches, very firm. These are held on by C-clips and they just push in to plastic areas on the fuselage. And we've got the spar, probably carbon fibre. Most of them are these days. So there's your wing spar. Here's a wing, absolutely fantastically moulded. Couple of things I noticed straight away is all the digital camo is stickers, and the blue on the sticker does not quite match the blue that the foam is sprayed with, so the whole thing's sprayed blue. But it does look good. Right, big plastic moulding here. This is where one of the fuselage studs go in and you screw in through there. And there's another one here. Unbranded servo, could be just because it's the different way round. Servo horn, push rod, ball link connectors, and aileron horn already connected. You've got your lead, you've got the Ukraine roundels. It's very nice indeed. And you get two of them, yeah. Foam hinged ailerons. but it's full of rivets as well. There's rivets everywhere on it. Very detailed moulding. It's really well packed as well. Really well packed. There's another CG marker there, but it is a sticker. So I'll always check it myself. Yeah, they are. They're branded Xfly servos. So that one you couldn't see anything because it's the other way around. Looks as though they've used some sort of expanding foam to stick it in. Wing spar tube is here, and it goes straight. And then you've got an actual carbon spar running through the wing towards the leading edge. You can see this goes straight across there. It's very nice wings. This is the nose cone, the nose. It's very nice. Looks like it's held on with a magnet. Got a magnet in there. And it's slightly flattened here, so I guess it goes that way. Like that. Nicely painted. Very dense moulding as well. And this is all plastic, a whole plastic piece at the front. This isn't too long, but it could still get broken off, I suppose, on a bad landing. Tail plane and elevators. Here's one of them. Again, it's all blue, sprayed blue. It does have a spar running through it. Beautiful moulding, absolutely beautiful. And the sticker really gives it a good feel. I guess it also applies strength. I mean, look at that wing. Yeah, so there it is. I also like the way that they haven't painted where you glue. Ball link. Ball link is painted, but never mind. Yeah, very nice. And of course we have two of those. One on either side. That's the foam hinge, pinched hinge. Seems quite free actually, look at that. Yeah, very nice indeed. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. And here we have one of the fins. There's no rudder. It's just a fin. Glued in. Exactly the same as the wing. Spray painted like blue. And then the digital camo is put on with stickers. This is paint. This grey bit at the top. This light grey is sticker, as is the blue bit here. Ukraine emblem is sticker. In fact, that is all one sticker, that whole piece. Yeah, that's very nice. There's the other side, slightly different. On this side, you've got the grey areas here, all part of the sticker though. I think they're the aerials or something, aren't they? But how cool is that? That looks really nice. And it's beginning to look as though it might be quite a size for a 50mm EDF aircraft.
The next day.
Well, this is take 2 of the fuselage because the video that I had was completely unusual. So here's the fuselage. It's really hard to get in. But basically it's really well moulded, lots of panel lines. All the digital camo and the numbering and lettering, if there's any lettering, is all decals. And they're big decals. And they're applied extremely well. So all of that across the top are decals. It's really well done. You can see here they've already glued in some plastic pieces, aerials and pitot tubes and things like that. The gold on the engine covers is absolutely brilliant. This end portion is plastic, the rest is foam. Very nice indeed. And down there you have twin 12 blade 50mm EDF units. Yeah. You can see they've left unpainted foam where you have to glue things. This is where the fin goes. Same on this side. And over here you have your wing mounts with brass inlays where the screw thread is, there and there. It's a spar tube. There's your aileron connector. It's got one on the other side, of course. And then as we go underneath, this is where the tail section glues on. We'll come on to that in a minute. Here's your EDF cover, both left and right. Cheat holes. Air holes for your speed controllers, although I can only see one speed controller sitting there. This is where you'd put your undercarriage, your main gear would just plug into that. It's a big plastic mould there, and it's got one on the other side. Then as you come up, these are just for show, but you do have absolutely clear run, can you see down there, through to the fan unit. I don't think you can see right the way down there, but there's no wiring at all. This is where the nose wheel goes, believe it or not, on these aircraft, so it's quite a way behind the cockpit. I just don't know if I'll use a nose unit. They are made so you can hand launch them just by holding one of the nacelles like this, and then you just power it up and give it a hand launch. Blue all the way underneath, a bit of gold on the end. Servo's already installed here and here. Yeah, it's very nice indeed. Look at that. Let's take a look at the cockpit. So there's your cockpit. It's got instrumentation in there. It's actually the wrong colour. It should be like a greeny blue colour for Ukraine and Russia. That's what they paint the interior of their cockpits and their aircraft. But it doesn't matter. But that's a good piece of kit there. Don't know how much they cost, because I would like to get one to cut it up and to stick a run cam in it. But recently I've been checking cockpits, and there's one for a jet I wanted. I can't think what jet it was, and it was over £55 for a cockpit. So that's got to be crazy. So anyway, this is might stay like that. Take a look inside here. Well, as I said, the wheel is quite a way back. The wheel mounting and the servos here. You've got one of the EC3 things. I don't like them. I will put an adapter on that to make it an XT60. There's the board for the battery. Now, from experience, we all know that the battery is either going to have to go further back or further forward than the board. We'll just have to see what happens. If it needs to come forward to the nose, then I'll put the receiver at the back. Or if it needs to go back, then I'll put the receiver to the front. Although having said that, it can only go back so far because there's a ridge here. That's going to stop the battery go back any further. This is quite neat how they use this plastic wire control system, and then you plug all those into your receiver. The only problem with this plastic is you sometimes have to undo it to take it off if you want to, for instance, have the receiver here so this doesn't get in the way. It makes it quite bulky. But they've cut a slot in here where the wire lies in the foam, so I think they probably planned it right. That's very nice indeed. Magnetic catch at the back, you can see here, and tongue and groove at the front. Yeah, that's really nice fuselage. Now, to go with the fuselage, of course, you've got your tail piece, and that's this. Initially when I saw this I thought they'd got it wrong, because I made the assumption that this moulded bit here, I don't know if you can see that, let's get it in focus, I thought that was a skid plate, skid fins, but it isn't. What that's supposed to represent is the hinging of this cone part so you can deploy a parachute upon landing. And these stickers are your flare units, flare dispensers. And that glues on the end of the tail over there. And the other part you get are these ventral fins or something like that. You get two of them and they're left and right sided. You can tell they are because they have little ridges. This has got a ridge on this side. If you can see that, they have little ridges. This has a ridge on this side and this has a ridge on this side. So they'll go like that, left and right sides. There is paint on these, but very little, and it's easily glued over, whereas here it's quite thick. But the foam moulding is brilliant on this. What you see of it is mainly stickers everywhere.
Yesterday.
Oh, it's beautiful. This is another one that's going to be put together quite quickly, so it will go onto the mailing list. So I've actually got another 3 to add to the mailing list. I've got the Enjoy to Fly Fatty F14, I've got the Banana Hobby FlyFans K8, and then I've got this Xfly SU27. And I've still got one to come. This is all because August is my birthday. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay well. I look forward to you coming and joining me on another video soon. Cheers.